Okay, I'm going to show you how to do the shapes in perspective worksheet. So similar to the letters in perspective, each shape has its own vanishing point. So the shape C is already done for you. There's its vanishing point. This is shape A. Its vanishing point is all the way over here. Shape B's vanishing point is here. Shape D's is here. And shape E is here. So I'm going to walk you through. It's the exact same process as the letters and the squares. You're going to make sure you get every point. And I am going to show you how to get this curve. So I'm going to start with shape A. And I'm just going to start with, make sure I go to the right vanishing point. This one goes through itself, so I won't draw it. Excuse me. Whoa. So I'm going to just move over to this one. This one goes through itself, even if it's just a little bit. My goodness. Excuse me. Okay, now I'm going to go to this one. Connect it. Do not forget these inside ones. A lot of people always forget these inside ones. And you will draw that one, even though it's very narrow. Inside and outside points. Okay, do not forget the inside of this guy as well. Stop when you hit the shape. You won't do any of these ones because if you look, they go through. Then you're going to line your ruler up. Bring it out. Make sure I did that straight. Now this one, you're going to change your ruler. Go from the side, connect that corner. Change your ruler again. Slide down. Make sure it's right on that. You get that corner. You always want that corner. Line it up with this. This one's going to be very narrow. Okay, but do not forget that line. Make sure it goes from that corner. Okay. Now, depending on how wide or thin you make this shape, if you make it very narrow, like let's say like this narrow, then you would make lines here and here. But mine is kind of wide, so I don't really need to make the shape inside because it's pretty much that wide. So it really just depends on how thick you make the shape. Okay, so that was shape A. So now we're going to move on to shape B, which is this U. And I'm going to, same process, connect all the points. This one can't connect. Stop right there. This one can't connect. Then what you're going to do, put your pencil on the vanishing point, put your ruler up against it, and slide it over until it touches right where you can barely see the edge of the shape anymore. And that's where you're going to get your line, right there. Then what you'll do, line this up, come down, not all the way, and then this part you kind of have to freehand, where you will create that curve. Okay? And then same thing goes for here. Bring it out. And then this one will kind of just curve in. Okay? So the U is a lot easier than you think. You just have to freehand part of it. C is already done for you. D, the vanishing point is all the way down here. So exact same thing as the boxes and shape A. Connect all your points, including those inside ones. It's like a set of stairs here. Do not forget that inside part. And then there is this little tiny one up top. It's super narrow. Once you've got all those, you can do the exact same thing. Line your ruler up, I'm going to bring this one out a little bit far so I can see it a little easier. Line it up, bring it over to that corner, bring it down, move your ruler guide to get that little side. Do not forget all those little points. Okay, line it up, bring it down to this corner. So I'm just rotating the ruler back and forth to get those nice edges. And then if you always do it this way, one then the other, one then the other, it'll always line up too. And then this little one, which my pencil is really thick, so it's really hard to see, but you would do a line right there as well. And then you basically have this upside down staircase. Okay, last shape is E. I'm going to do the exact same thing. This one doesn't connect because it goes through itself. This one, I see a tiny bit of it, so do not forget this one. Everybody always forgets that one. You will need this point as well. A lot of people forget that because they don't think it's a corner, but it is kind of a bend. Even though it's not 90 degrees, it is still a bend. And then once you have them all drawn, you're going to do the exact same thing that you did to the last shape. Line it up. Remember to lay your ruler right there. Get that angle. Slide it out to get that corner. And that's how you get that perfect angle right there. Use your ruler. And then straight over. Make sure you always meet at the corners. And bam. And there you go. Shapes in perspective. You're done.